going to be making some creamy mushroom Alfredo with some spring onion. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching and hope you enjoy the video. So let's get into our ingredients for today. So we have 3 spices, Origanum, Paprika and Italian herbs. And then for our vegetables, we're going to be using some spring onion, white onion, mushrooms, a small baby red pepper, which are very, very cute, these little baby ones, some crushed garlic and chili. And then the other ingredients will be our cream, Parmesan cheese, and obviously our Tagliatelle. Now, if you don't have Tagliatelle, you can always use another pasta. Like for instance, penne pasta is also really, really lovely. And if you don't have Parmesan cheese, you can always use some cheddar cheese or any other cheese, honestly. So yeah, let's get into it. I think I'm first going to start with the veggies. So I think first things first is we're going to boil the pasta. And while the pasta is boiling, we're going to start with the vegetables and then start with the Alfredo. And then once everything is done, we just mix it together. Very, very easy, very, very simple, like I always say. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, we have our pot. And what you want to do is you want to add just a little bit of salt, not oil, to your pot. I know this is a generous amount, but we're going to strain it anyway. Alright. Okay. We first have to wait for this water to boil and then we're going to add our pasta. Start with this onion. I'm doing half an onion because I actually have leftover onion and a bit of pepper from a previous dish that I made. So I was like, let me just use half an onion and 1 small baby pepper and a Parmesan cheese. I'm just gonna rinse these. You know, today is Sunday and I've been craving this since Monday. The whole week I've been thinking, how am I going to make this? Just going to add this to a bowl. And like I said, we already have some veggies from a previous dish. So I can just add this in here. So with this pack, it comes like in these little circles. So I think I'm gonna do, let's see how much can fit into this pot. So I just put about 7 rounds in. And we're going to leave this and then just boil it until it's al dente. Next we have our mushrooms. So these are white mushrooms, but you can always use the other one as well. Any mushroom will be fine. I was thinking there's something I'm forgetting with this dish. And now that I'm looking around, I realized that it's actually black peppercorns. But it's fine because we're going to be using paprika, so it's fine. But if you do have black peppercorns, please use it because that will just elevate the dish, but oh my goodness, I should have bought those. And then the last veggie we have is our spring onion. So once that's cut, and start. And you can see I didn't use all of the mushrooms. So, and I know I'm not going to use all of this. I'm going to start now with the, okay, let's first do the garlic and the chili. I'm going to use everything. It smells so nice. I'm definitely going to be adding some parsley, but that will come later. That will come later. Now we're adding our mushrooms. Just the pasta. It's almost ready. How gorgeous is this? Now we can just add the cream and then just let it simmer. The cream. Turn the pan on low heat, the stove on low heat. So now let's get this. You know what? I think I'm going to add some more mushrooms. Maybe just two more. Adding the cheese like last toward the end. So I just turned the heat completely off, and we're just going to let this simmer on the residual heat. Now we're just waiting for our pasta. I'm just waiting for this pasta. It's taking a bit longer than what I was expecting, but that's fine. And then also I saved a little bit of this Parmesan cheese, so we're going to just sprinkle that on top as well with some. We're going to do some parsley. And also another thing before I forget, we're not going to throw all of our pasta water away. We're actually going to use maybe like half a cup and add it to our mixture that we made. It's going to add a lovely flavor. So I'm first going to just use a teacup. Just put the stove off. And drain the rest. Add this lovely pasta water. I just decided to use just 2 forks to mix everything together. The wooden spoon wasn't working. Alright, it's starting to look really lovely. Take it off the heat completely. Now we're just going to top it off with the Parmesan that we had earlier. And be generous. And I'm also going to be adding some parsley. And there you have it.